should have acted. They're already here.
I can't wait for this game to come out. I haven't looked forward to a game this much ever.
The one thing with Oblivion that was, I'm not going to say lacking because the combat was still awesome, but the combat was pretty much the same no matter what you're fighting. Like, if you're fighting a creature, basically it's going to run at you and punch you in the face until you kill it. Fighting people was a bit different because they could cast spells at you or degrade your armor or shoot arrows or run up and stab you, so that was interesting. But in the trailer, we see some gameplay of fighting a dragon, and that just looks awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I played part of Oblivion, and I got to a point where I got bored with it. Like, I beat the Assassin, or the Dark Brotherhood, and the Gladiator Ring or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got to a point in the storyline where it was like you had to go to each city and ask them for help, and each one had like an Oblivion gate. That point got so boring and repetitive for me, I put it down and didn't pick it up.
You can just totally skip those quests too, which is
the main story.
Like, they don't really do anything.
The main story was the most boring part of the game.
Yeah.
I finished like 3.5 playthroughs, something like that. Each time, I run through the main story in like 8-10 hours, and then just play the rest of the stuff for like 80 hours after.
Okay, because the rest of the stuff seems pretty cool, so I'm kind of excited for this. But Oblivion 2, Oblivion, I just kind of a bad taste in my mouth from where I ended it.
Hopefully they improve on the main story, but if not, it should be avoidable. So it's not a big deal.
Well, I think a big difference between Oblivion and Skyrim is in Oblivion you're kind of a guy on the side in the main story. Yeah. In this game, it seems like, based on the trailer, that you're Dovahkiin, so you're like this crazy dragonborn with superpowers and shit, and you suck powers out of dragons when you kill him, so it seems like you're more of a main person in this world.
You're the center of the attention in this one.
Another thing I wanted to bring up, and it's the thing I'm most excited for that has changed from Oblivion to Skyrim, is that people aren't hideous.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my biggest pet peeve with Oblivion. And that's actually why I haven't finished another playthrough, because that's just annoying me so much now by this point that I can't stand looking at people in there.
And in Oblivion, I grew really attached to Cyrodiil, like the area that it's in.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting being in a different area. It seems like this one has less variety because it's more, it's just in the north and it's kind of all snowy.
It seems like the entire area is kind of almost Norse-themed. Which isn't that close to Cyrodiil. Like, it's gonna feel like a way different game, but it may be cool.
Yeah, and also, like, we know about Skyrim, like, it was playable in one of the earlier games, and it's smaller than Cyrodiil, so it'll be interesting to see, like, if they jam-pack it with more, like, is this game gonna have more stuff than Oblivion had?
The Elder Scrolls series has always been good for, like, packing their games full of side quests and always giving you something to do.